What? In the middle of a global economic crisis, gold prices are going down? How is that even possible? Well, let's check this thing out, guys. As always, welcome to Modern Survivalist channel. This is where you want to be so as to get better prepared for what's happening and for what's coming. You have the channel with a lot of information. I always recommend my books, especially for this sort of topic, surviving the economic collapse, as well as street survival skills. You are looking at a future that looks more complicated than ever. We've seen things happen before. I think that the impact that this will have in the global economy, the transfer of wealth, as it usually ends up happening, the way in which people lose their purchasing power, inflation, and a lot more, it's going to be quite dramatic. Especially for this topic, I also want to remind you that you have the link there below for Augusta Precious Metals, your premium gold IRA company. This is the way in which you reassure yourself by having actual physical gold and silver for your retirements. And this is the highest rating gold IRA company in the United States. The link is there below in the description. It is completely free to contact and get some of their advice on the matter. I cannot recommend this enough, especially with what's happening right now in the world. So why is it that gold is going down? I mean, isn't it skyrocketing? Isn't it reaching all-time highs? And it's gonna continue doing that? Isn't it the case that everyone is desperate for gold? Isn't it the case that the United States is buying every little bit of gold it can find, as well as everyone else? Isn't it that I just told you that you want to really consider doing this for yourself? Yes. But why is it going down? Well, that's actually quite interesting. Following victims of the gold price down over 2% as Safe Haven Metals falls victim to market sell-off, right? Gold slumped more than 2% on Friday as the metal fell victim to the global market sell-off following U.S. President Donald Trump's new round of tariffs that turned out to be more aggressive than expected. Spot gold fell 2.2% to it's still at $3,000, man. It is insane. Erasing all of its gains for the week, despite settling a new all-time high just 2 sessions ago. U.S. gold futures lost 1.7%. So it's basically about that. It's being sold so as to compensate, as it says there, right? Sell off on the market. Gold drop comes after global stocks market endured off one of their worst days since the height of the pandemic. The similarities, right? Typical. While bullion is typically seen as a safe haven during economic uncertainty, it can also join pronounced sell-offs as investors are forced to raise cash to offset losses in other assets. So, because you're losing so much money in those other assets that you have, you need to find something that is actually valuable. What is valuable? What is very valuable, especially now? What will continue to go up? Well, gold. And it's not just gold. It is also crypto. Bitcoin is going down right now. Oh, I should sell it right now. No. This is exactly the moment in which you want to buy. This is a rare blip in what is going to be only just skyrocketing up in the coming weeks and months, and of course years, as it has been doing historically always. But why is it going down right now? Because things are so bad that people look at how can I stop the bleeding? Well, yes, sell some of my gold. Are you crazy? Are you gonna sell gold now? Well, sell some gold, sell some Bitcoin, because we really need to offset some of this bleeding that we're going through right now. Of course, this will not last at all, but if you were looking at buying, well, when you see that at least 2%, yeah, I will take it. I think that's at least something, right? But that's why it's happening. It's as clear as it gets. This week's HSBC joined the likes of Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, in raising its price target for the yellow metal, citing the trend of robust central bank buying in recent years. Steep and sustained corrections below 3%, say to near or below $2,700 could trigger speculative liquidation, but also revive physical demand and encourage central bank purchases. The London-based bank also noted that a stronger U.S. dollar in the late 2025 could limit gold gains, especially since last year's runs were based on expected rate cuts that may not materialize. With the financial crisis that is just, starting right now in a pretty dramatic fashion, you don't want to, if you don't have to liquidate your gold because something else is drowning you, you want to accumulate as much as you can right now, right? Again, never a financial advisor here. You just do what works best for you. But yes, these are very much interesting times that we're looking at. Folks, see you on the next one. Take care.